My name is Michael O'Shea. I'm a marketing partner here at Makesbridge. Helped set up this program at Realty with the help of Junaid and our team. Junaid Karam is a premier account rep. He's been with Makesbridge for a long time, worn many hats. He does a lot of our product demos and customer interaction. He'll be walking through some of the demonstration we'll do today on the actual platform. I'll be more giving you some background information that'll hopefully help you put together a successful marketing program. So today's agenda, quick outline of what we're going to do. Now, some of you may have been to some of the webinars in the past. Some of this will be review, but we have some new targeting information that we wanted to run through for people today. So hopefully there'll be information both for new people and for some of the folks who've been to the other webinars. Okay, I'm going to run through some fun facts on real estate as it relates to email marketing. I'm going to go through nurturing relationships via email, just some tips, etc. And then we're going to pass things off to Junaid. He's going to run through actually accessing your Makesbridge platform via your Salesforce partner community account. Some tips on creating campaigns, using the templates that we've provided in your account, and selecting preloaded audience, which we call targets within Makesbridge, so that you're sending the messages to the proper segment. And then we're going to go through creating custom targets using the Tag Force and Salesforce. At Realty has developed this for the use of the realtors, and it's going to be a great new feature to help you segment out your messaging. Then we're going to go through monitoring your engagement. Analytics 101. We've had some questions over the last people having a little trouble getting into the analytics, which is an important thing to do and see how people are reacting to your marketing. So we'll go through that, and then we'll take some questions at the end. So without further ado, I'm going to run through some fun facts on real estate and email marketing. I got most of this information from the Digital Marketing Association, and it was specific to real estate email marketing efforts. First off, it's not a big surprise, but 92% of real estate customers use online searches. That's kind of obvious in today's world, but what's great about email marketing, it gives you a direct channel to funnel people toward your particular online offerings. 98% of top producing agents say email is the best for converting leads into business. These are agents that are making $100,000 or more a year, and to see that 98% of those people gave email the best form for conversion is a powerful statement. 74% of consumers prefer communication via email compared to traditional mailers. So that's information directly from the customers. They would rather get outreach via email. It's convenient for people. They can look at it when they want to. They can click right through to items of interest rather than trying to pile through traditional mailers where you usually have to go through a lot of things you're not interested in to find something you might be interested in. So 76% of emails are opened in the first 48 hours. This is key. We all know that real estate is about timing, and timing is critical. And you can get an edge on your competition through email marketing because when people do open an email, it's usually in a short time period. All right, average open rate industry-wide for real estate is 21 to 22%. Give you a little perspective on that, that's very good. Most email marketers are happy to have 15% open rate. And we found with some of the segmentation and templates we've set up for at Realty agents, the open rates are actually higher than that for your outreach. So, nurturing relationships via email. This is just some general tips. You know, pacing your outreach is important. It's good to sort of set a plan and stick to it. You know, set up a schedule for yourself that says, hey, I'm going to send, a buyer's email, for example, once a month, and I'm going to send a seller's outreach newsletter once a month, and maybe I'm going to do a lifestyle piece once every 3 months that just sort of talks about, hey, this is the area that I represent, these are some cool things, reasons why it would be nice to live here or get a second home here. And the templates that we've created sort of can help you create that plan, and if you're consistent, you'll have better response. Be a resource, so provide some useful information within your email marketing, not just trying to, hey, push sale, 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 but useful information, what's going on in the marketplace, maybe what's going on with interest rates, any insights you can provide that is valuable for the buyer, seller, and or other audience you're after. Target your audience. We provide dynamic lists, and when we say dynamic lists, these are lists that update all the time based on the input you put into your Salesforce. And so if you have a new buyer, once you put them into your Salesforce, they're going to dynamically be added to the existing lists that are already set up in your account. So you don't have to go through and rebuild lists. They'll be fed into the proper segment, and use those segments in your outreach. Send people information they're looking for. That will increase your response rates, and you'll have a better reputation as well. Leverage your campaign analytics. So take the time to look at the engagement you're getting, page views, what people are opening, what they like, what they don't like. Maybe you're sending email too much and they stop opening it. Slow down your pacing. Take a look and see what's working. Also adjust your messages based on the feedback and engagement levels that you're seeing. So it's important to look and see how people are reacting to it. And small thought, but really effective, is add personal touches. Family photos, you and your dog. Client testimonials are awesome. If you can get a client testimonial with a picture of them in front of their new home, hey, it was great. Jeff was our agent, really helped us out. Those will go a long way toward having people reach out to you. So I am going to pass it on to Junaid now. Junaid, you can take over the presentation. He's going to walk you through the actual platform and show you some things. Okay, Junaid?
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I'm going to basically switch my screen. Just let me know once you start seeing it.
Nope.
Once again, thank you everyone for joining this call. And my part here today is to basically walk you guys through a few of the items, starting with your Salesforce and especially the tags part that has been added to your Salesforce partner community. So Michael, is my screen showing up okay?
I'm checking right now. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, I can see.
Great. So yeah, I mean, as you guys can see that I'm already inside, one of the Salesforce accounts, and just to basically save time, I have few instances already opened up here, so we can quickly go through them. So if we click on the Contacts tab, what really brings up is all of your contacts here. So I know that you've got some of the categories. Some of you may have your own categories here, but in short, if we remain into all contacts, that's where everybody appears with their names, email address, etc. However, this is the tags area. As most of you know, that this is a new addition to your Salesforce platform. So what I really want to start with is number one, basically how you can add tags to your existing contacts within what we call your Salesforce. And what's really nice about it is that you can tag anything you want to. It does not need to be something specific because it's just a custom entry. So if I scroll down, so there are like two options or drop downs which have been provided already. It's like potential vendor. If yes, you can select that. Potential buyer. So it depends on what individual you're tagging here. And other than that, here at the top, this this area in the blue, these are your custom tags. So the ones you really don't want, really don't need, you can just get rid of them by just clicking on this cross button. And you know, if you want to add some more custom tags, you know, you can just click on that tiny plus button, and you can just you know, add anything you want to. Something like, you know, I'm just going to type in interested. I'm going to save it. I'm just going to add another one, now in USA. Just, you know, this is just for the, just an example. So, you know, this is how basically you can add some of your own tags. And now what's really nice about these taggings here is as you build your tags, so, you know, what happens that we are constantly syncing your data from Salesforce to Makesbridge. So all of these newly applied tags here, they basically gets brought over to your Makesbridge platform. So, you know, all we know that, you know, if you want to access your Makesbridge platform, so you've got this BMS email tab here at the top. As soon as you click that, it basically brings you here or launches this dashboard for you. Again, you know, I have few instances open just to save time. Now, um, every 30 minutes, we are syncing with your Salesforce. So if there are new contacts coming in, we auto pull them into your list. Along with that, if you know any new tags that are applied to the new contact or for the existing contacts, just the way I did now for one of the contact, you know, I applied 2 tags. So within that 30 minutes time span, you know, we're gonna auto import those new values inside Makesbridge. Now, if I go into my contacts tile and click on targets, because that's the area where all of your targets lives or your smart lists you know, resides. And you know, these are some of the preloaded lists that we provide with all the new accounts to you guys. So anybody who's going to sign up for the Makesbridge account, you know, these smart lists will come by default with your Makesbridge account. So again, you know, because of that 30-minute sync, what happens that if there's a tag which says all buyer or something attached to it, you know, if it's a new person that comes into Makesbridge, you know, this smart list is going to automatically pick that up. As Michael mentioned, that these are dynamic, so anybody who meets the criteria of these targets will get added to this target. Anybody who no longer meets the criteria, target will automatically drop that person out. So, you know, again, these are all preloaded lists. They come with your Makesbridge account. Now, apart from that, if you want to create something of your own, you know, you're always welcome, because all you have to do is basically click add target from here. And, you know, I want to just call it my target for now. And if I click create, you know, that's going to take you to the, you know, your rules area. So what you really have to pick from here is this basic filter. So if I click on this basic filter, it's going to add a field here at the top. And then I just have to click on the drop down and type in R5. So the R5 basically going to bring up the tags field here. Again, for the folks who didn't notice it, so I just you know, typed in R5 and it brings up the tags field for me. Now, if there's any custom tag that I have just attached to any contact, you know, apart from the ones existing, I can just add it here. So for example, I did USA over there, or now in USA, I apologize. So I can just, you know, type that in just like that. And just make sure that you just use a contains filter from here. Now, it's very important to learn here what's your criteria for this target. You know, if you want to create a target with multiple values, no problem. For example, you want to make sure that you pull in everybody who is now in USA, who is a vendor, you know, who is external agent. So that's how basically you differentiate. So what this is going to do inside a target, that anybody whose tag is now in USA vendor or external agent is basically going to come into this list for you. That's scenario number 1. Now, if you want to define something like, I want to bring in everybody who is now in USA and he should also be a vendor, then it's like you add another field and type in R5 excuse me, pick your field again, change the operator to contains, and then you just type in vendor. Now what we are doing here is that you're saying that I want to have a list of everybody who is now in USA and is a vendor. You see, I mean, ignore the USA, but this was just an example. So now this list is going to be different from the previous one. It's going to be like anybody who is now in USA and a vendor. That's the difference. If you just place comma separated values here, it's going to work as now in USA or vendor or XYZ. So that's the main difference that we need to understand, because sometimes you come up with different scenarios. So this is how you can tackle that situation. Okay, so last part, I just have to click Save Target from the bottom, and it's going to save it. What's left is for me to close it, and then I can actually check my count. So my target right there from the very right corner, I can bring up this menu, and I can run my count here. So what this is going to do for me is it's basically going to bring up the counts just like this. It's going to tell me how many people met the criteria. I'm not sure if anyone is going to meet right now because we just added the now in USA tag, so it's going to take 30 minutes. But yeah, I mean, after, let's say 1 hour, it's going to basically start giving you some counts based on your criteria, just like these. Now, after the target has been created, that's so once this target is there, then the thing is that how to use this in a campaign, or how to use existing targets in a campaign. So we go to the marketing tile. You guys mainly use the mass email functionality, so we go in there. What I'm going to do, basically, I'm going to create a new campaign. I'm going to name it campaign here and click create. So it's a 4-stage process. Really, you don't have to fill anything at all, because every information is filled out for you here. You'll have your from name, email address, etc. So you just gotta enter your subject line here, whatever subject line you would want to add for that campaign, and click next. The next stage is basically the template creation part, and we have already done a previous webinar on this part, on like how you can create or edit an existing template. So for today, just to save time, what I'll do, I'll just choose one of these template, and I'll move forward to the recipients area. But yeah, as soon as you choose a template, it's going to appear in the editor. And just a note to you guys that we are working on more templates for you guys, so please keep a check on your template gallery. We'll be soon adding more templates for @Realty, which are really easy to use and pull in here. Okay, so now that your template has been loaded here, the second last stage is to click next. What I'm about to explain right now is very critical, because sometimes people can make mistakes here. It's just the way the system is designed, because as soon as you come on the recipients page, you fall into your select lists category. So please note that your master list contains everybody. No matter who they are, they're going to reside into your master list. So be very careful if you're choosing your master list. Your newsletter should be something which is relevant to everybody. If not, if it's targeted, which most of the times you guys are doing, then you have to choose select targets from here. As soon as you select targets, you will instantly see all of your targets on the left side, along with your custom target. So my target right there, this was the custom target. Now, if I want to select my custom target, I can use that. If I want to select some of the other targets, these are again the preloaded dynamic lists for you. I can just simply add as many as I want to, as far as these people are relevant to my email. That's about it. It's the second last stage, and from here we go to the next part, which is the last part, and it's going to be the scheduling part. So it's just you got to review from top to bottom. Your settings are okay. Your template looks fine at the bottom, and it's just a send now option, which is there. So all you have to do is just click send now, or schedule it for the future, and then it's again going to let you see, hey, you're sending this email to these targets. It's again a quick check for you, and if it all looks good, you have to click yes, and the email will basically go out. The last piece for my presentation here is, again, as Michael mentioned, that we heard that few people were having a hard time looking into the analytics of a campaign. So it's really a tiny catch here, that when you go into the mass email menu, so whatever campaigns you have sent and they're marked as sent, notice there's a tiny pie chart next to each sent campaign. So what we really have to do is, if you want to look at who opened your newsletter, who clicked, something out of your newsletter, you just have to click that pie chart, and the report is going to show up with some details here. It starts with top links. What are your most hot links that have been clicked the most, with their unique clickers next to it. All counts are basically clickable. You can see who are the people behind these counts. If I scroll down, so this is the area, one of the thing that I heard, that people were not able to see actual names who have opened, who have clicked. So when you're in the pie chart, that's exactly where you can see not only the opener, how many openers, but their name, companies, every detail will be there. If I go into the clicks part, that's exactly where I'll see, okay, so Junaid actually clicked on the 2 links, and if I want to see what 2 links, again, all of these counts are clickable. You can click on the count to basically see what URLs have been clicked on. The page views is not in this example, but most of your accounts, or against most of your campaigns, you're getting page views. So page views is another name of web visits. So as soon as somebody clicks and lands onto your listing page, from there, if anybody starts browsing some other listings on your website, all that activity will be stored under this page views item. In other words, again, it's a web visits area where we track what people are doing on your website. So yeah, that was something, an extra piece that I wanted to add to this conversation, that analytics are really important, and this is how basically you access them. So yeah, it's, again, please remember, it's the pie chart which helps you get to your analytics. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with my part. Michael, I'm going to turn this over to you, so you can continue from there. Meanwhile, I'll answer the chat. I see some of the chats coming in, so I'll take on that and I'll start answering the questions.
Okie doke. Well, thanks, Junaid. Appreciate that. Just so you know, everybody, we are recording this webinar. We will send everybody a copy of it to look at and review. And it looks like we actually had some people who weren't able to get into the webinar because we had such high attendance. So we'll be sending a copy to those people as well. So yeah, it's good to look through this again. Just so you know, the previous 3 webinars are also available at www.makesbridge.com/@realty. There's also some other videos there that are might be handy for you to look at. There's template creation is covered. There's some little sometimes people are having problems with little small parts of the platform. We've got a few short videos that may help you get over some little humps that you run into along the way. One thing that's great is part of the platform is it does track all the web visits of your contacts once they've clicked through on an email. So all of that information is available to you in the analytics page, and it can be very valuable. So when you look through and you see that people are clicking and looking at different properties, etc., you can actually look into the contacts and see what they're viewing. That's great for follow-up. So just a little point on, I don't know if everyone here has already signed up for it, but once you sign up with the @realty Makesbridge marketing, there's a few things that happen behind the scenes for you that take a few days. we set up your Salesforce integration, and we'll set up that reoccurring contact import and field mapping so that everything comes into your partner community Salesforce account properly. We're also going to load up the email templates, and that includes personalizing them. So we put in your signature, etc., so that when you open up the templates, your information is already there. You always want to double check it, but that's part of the service we provide on the setup. And you'll also get the targets, like we went through quite a bit today. Those targets will be loaded in there and updated. We are going through some of the people who signed up early with us. We're going to be updating the targets and expanding those targets. That'll happen over time. But when you do set up, we'll send you a quick email that says thanks for joining, but give us probably, it's going to take a few days depending on how many people have signed up to get everything set up in the account and then send you your credentials. But once you get that credentials, the account's been tested and we know it's working properly. So that's pretty much what we had for you today. I encourage you to reach out to us. We're going to take some questions now, Junaid, if that's okay. If you're ready for that, free to stick around and see what other people have to inquire about, and maybe you'll learn something from this part of it as well. But we'll put this online for everybody to take a look at. And again, thanks for your time.
Yeah.